Hello, everyone. This is Kelsey and Connor of Daily Dose CBD Inc. coming to you tonight because we could not possibly wait for tomorrow. We are too excited about this week of wellness with you all. Be rest assured, if you have not received your CBD care package, it is on its way. We shipped everything out. Every package has tracking, so definitely check your spam mail.
Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck in the spam, so you definitely want to check that spam folder too.
But have some faith in us. Some good stuff is on the way.
Yeah, it's definitely on its way. We'll go over the care package later in the presentation, but our goal right now is to educate you guys in this gray market that we find ourselves sort of at the forefront of. So get ready to get your nerd on, because by the time we're finished with this, you guys are going to be expert consumers. All right, guys, so let's hop right into it. We're going to be discussing our endogenous cannabinoid system, or endocannabinoid system for short. So your endocannabinoid system is the most plentiful system in your body. That is not a sentence that you guys should take lightly. It is more prevalent than any other base human system. The receptors are located throughout every tissue in your body. You know, your liver, your muscles, your bones, your skin, your hair, all have cannabinoid receptors. You actually create your own cannabinoids. They're called endocannabinoids. So the same reason why you can actually get stoned when you smoke pot is because you're scrambling these endocannabinoids, this internal system. Whereas when you take CBD, a full spectrum CBD, you are nurturing this system. You are feeding this system. So your endocannabinoid system is responsible for the modulation of your body's homeostasis. It's basically always looking for balance. It may just need some help. You may be off kilter or off balance, and that's where CBD will come in to help. So your CB1 receptors are located mainly in your central nervous system, i.e. the brain, brainstem, and spinal cord, whereas your CB2 receptors are located primarily in the peripheral nervous system, namely the immune system. That's not to say that they're only in those two systems. It's everywhere. Your CBD receptors are everywhere. Your endocannabinoids, these internal cannabinoids, operate as neuromodulators for a variety of functions, from everything from your immune response to your appetite to motor learning, pain sensation, mood. It pretty much dictates all of your base physiological processes. So what is CBD? Cannabidiol, or CBD, is just one of the many phytocannabinoids organically found in a mature hemp plant. So we source from industrial hemp. These are strains of cannabis with very high CBD content to a very low THC content. These have been genetically altered and modified through countless hours of research in order to provide the most therapeutic benefit. So CBD will team up with your endocannabinoid system to help you achieve systemic balance. It basically will help teach your cells to communicate better, and the body will heal itself more efficiently. CBD works best when used in conjunction with all of its other naturally occurring phytocannabinoids. That means all the cannabinoids that are found in a mature hemp plant, including trace amounts of THC. It has been scientifically proven that with these full spectrum of cannabinoids, including that trace amount of THC, that will lead you to the best healing and therapeutic experience. CBD by itself contains 0 intoxicating properties. So you're not going to get high from a lab-tested and legally cleared full-spectrum product. If that's what your intention was, hit the bricks, buddy. It's a great option for those seeking that therapeutic relief offered by cannabis without any of those nasty, intoxicating effects. It is very important to note that trace amounts of THC from a full-spectrum CBD product can and will be detected on sensitive drug screenings. If this is something that you need to worry about in your world, we strongly recommend consulting your manager, consulting your employer, or testing provider prior to use. If you can have an honest discussion, do that. If it's something that is going to get you in trouble or get you fired, please do not indulge. Do your research. We're here if you have any questions.
All right, friends, so let's start this educational party at square one. Let's explain the difference between CBD oil and hemp seed oil. A therapeutic CBD oil is created with every part of the mature hemp plant. A well-crafted full-spectrum CBD oil will contain all of those original phytocannabinoids from your source mature hemp plant. So on a chemical profile, you could see, along with that CBD, some traces of CBG, CBC, as well as those trace amounts of THC. By having all of these cannabinoids present, what you get as a result is something called the entourage effect. And Connor will touch base on that topic more in depth later in our discussion. But just to dip a toe in right now, so to speak, this effect explains the symbiotic relationship of all of these cannabinoids working together. So those cannabinoids and terpenes work side by side to magnify CBD's therapeutic value overall. Without the help of those other cannabinoids, including those trace amounts of THC, a CBD product will not nearly be as effective. So as an educated consumer, we're always reading labels. What you'll see for a CBD oil is it labeled as cannabidiol, full spectrum hemp, hemp oil, or PCR hemp extracts. Along with reading the labels, we are always looking for third-party lab testing as well. Super important. On the other side, with hemp seed oil, instead of taking every part of that plant, you're literally just taking one seed, one little part of it, cold pressing those seeds together as you would an almond milk, and the product coming out has minuscule amounts of CBD at best. Hemp seed oil is still amazing for you. It has a place. We use it, we love it for our skincare products. It's packed with essential vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, but for that therapeutic benefit, hemp seed oil is not going to do it for you. The CBD world, as we know, can be a little bit sneaky, so some companies will attempt to label their hemp seed oil as cannabis sativa seed oil. Don't be fooled by that fancy frill in the beginning. All you need to know is when you see that seed, it's a hemp seed oil. These products are oftentimes misinterpreted or mistaken to be CBD oil. They only contain those trace amounts of the natural terpenes and cannabinoids from that source hemp plant, and that's being extremely generous at all. So we definitely want to know what we're looking for. So we touched base a little bit on how mysterious this CBD world could be, just to drive that point home and how important it is to be an educated consumer. We are going to get into some misleading products. What this is a screenshot of is a precursory search for the 3 letters CBD on Amazon.com. These are the first products to pop up. They all look beautiful with those high numbers, big labels, but none of this stuff is good, guys. What you have to look at would be the ingredients. Do not get sucked into these marketing ploys. It's no good. These products are all labeled as hemp oil, hemp blend, or hemp oil extract. What these are just cold pressed hemp seed oil. These numbers, this milligram content, it is all way too good to be true. It's unrealistic for the price that they are being marketed at. And these products, this packaging, everything about it is just meant to catch your eye. With these products, guys, you absolutely get what you pay for. Hemp seed oils are CBD deficient, as we mentioned. They're great options for diet or skincare, but they have very, very minimal therapeutic value. So if you're shopping on Amazon.com for a therapeutic CBD product, I wish you the best of luck, my friends. With these products as well, there's very, very rarely, if at all, no testing done by the facility making these products. Hemp is a natural filter for soil, so you have to ask yourself, if no testing is being done, exactly what is in this product and what are you putting into your body.
All right, so that takes us to the 3 types of CBD on the market. There's full spectrum, broad spectrum, and isolated CBD. Full spectrum contains every phytocannabinoid from a mature hemp plant and or their activated forms. Now this will generally include THC, THCA, CBD, CBDA, CBC, CBG, and a variety of other all-natural phytocannabinoids. Generally, when utilizing a full spectrum tincture or product, you are going to require a smaller dose in order to reach those desired results when in comparison to a broad spectrum or isolated CBD product. Generally, this is the most misused term or misrepresented for profit. Oftentimes, we will see a tincture, and right there on the front, it will say full spectrum, and underneath it will say THC free. That is an oxymoron. Your product cannot be full spectrum and THC free. If that company is misrepresenting their label, Lord knows what else they're going to be lying or misrepresenting about on the back end. Broad spectrum. This contains most of the naturally occurring cannabinoids and or their activated forms, but generally this refers to a THC-free product. It has been distilled an extra time in order to remove THC as well as decrease some of those other beneficial cannabinoids that are found. Broad spectrum products provide a less effective therapeutic experience than full spectrum because of this augmentation, but it's certainly better than an isolated product. This brings us to isolate. This is 100% CBD. So they alter the plant to the point where they remove all the other beneficial products and they isolate just the CBD. Generally, it is found in a powder form, so they basically turn this beautiful plant into this genetic abomination that is a powder CBD. Unfortunately, this is the most common type of CBD that's used in the market. A lot of companies pride themselves on using isolate or being a THC-free company. Unfortunately, it's that lack of education that we need to shine a light on because all these cannabinoids are very beneficial. This also leads to a lack of extensive third-party lab testing. These isolated products generally start with questionable source material. A lot of them are left with residual pesticides, heavy metals. It leads to a product that is just not good for you. Daily Dose CBD Inc. products are created from a full spectrum CBD distillate. All of our products are created with a full spectrum CBD distillate. Through the process of distillation, the naturally occurring elements and chemistry of the plant remain intact. With nothing augmented or removed, the entourage effect can take place. So what is the entourage effect? Kelsey briefly mentioned it earlier. So concentrations and isolations are not as nature is intended. You're going to end up with an inevitable imbalance. The entourage effect explains the cooperative interaction between all these naturally existing phytocannabinoids found within hemp and your endogenous cannabinoid system. The key to unlocking the full healing potential is to utilize every single one of these naturally produced cannabinoids. The entourage effect is the most common term you'll hear when discussing a full spectrum CBD product. It is the best option when it comes to feeding your body's natural system, but it's certainly not the cure-all missing link. You are not going to take CBD and all of a sudden be able to fly. It's not like that. Not one single avenue is going to rapidly lead you to this amazing homeostatic balance. It really takes a committed team of wellness. We've always been about wellness. It takes exercise. It takes mental discipline. It takes confronting stressors head on and utilizing a full spectrum CBD in order to maximize your endocannabinoid system's potential.
In the scientific realm of CBD, funding for research has long been a hard thing to come across. There is still a lot of research to be done within the world of CBD. There's a lot left to discover. The study of cannabis has long been held back due to legality, the FDA, stigma most of all. When we move forward with lifting this stigma, more funding is going to be pumped into these research projects, and what is going to be discovered is going to blow people's minds. Even now, with the minimal research that is done, studies are already highlighting CBD's promise in aiding anxiety and depression, PTSD, sleep disorders, behavioral disorders, assistance in breaking addictions, as well as chronic pain and muscular recovery, which is huge, especially in our fitness world.
So finding your daily dose. So it is legal in all 50 states, although it has not been approved by the FDA. So without any recognition, there really is no industry standard. However, both Kelsey and myself do not feel comfortable supplying a product without giving you some insight on how much to take. So this is a human and pet dosage guide based on body weight. This is something that we came up with on our own through countless experiments and willing volunteers. So let's take a look. So a low dose would be 10% of your body weight. I know a lot of people had to get more familiar with simple math, especially over the last few months. So this should be relatively easy for you guys. If you guys do have questions, you know we're always around. But a low dose would be 10% of your body weight per day. So if you're 125 pounds, 12 milligrams or 10% would be considered a low dose or a maintenance dose. A medium dose would be around 25% of your body weight per day. So if you're 125 pounds, right around 32 milligrams. A higher dose would be 50% of your body weight per day. So that same 125-pound person would be taking around 62, 64 milligrams per day. Recommended starting range for humans is in that medium to high range. We recommend starting with around 30 to 40% of your body weight daily if you're starting a fresh regimen. For pets, it's the opposite. We recommend starting on the lower side. Unfortunately, dogs and cats don't speak the same language as us. It would be a hell of a lot easier if they did. However, it's more so on you. You know your pets better than anybody. So when you are administering it, observe those behavior changes and adjust either up or down. Generally, the only side effect for both humans and for pets, if you are taking too much, will be mild lethargy or feeling drowsy. And if it is that case, then you dial it back and you adjust accordingly. For the best results, you really want to take CBD every single day. It's something that also accrues in your system over time, and over time becomes more beneficial to you. So feed your system, keep it engaged. Even if you're taking a smaller dose per day, that maintenance dose, even if it's only 10 or 15% of your body weight, hit that 10 or 15% every single day. So starting a CBD regimen is very similar to starting a garden. It's something that you need to be diligent with, and it's also something that you need to be very patient with. You need to keep a journal. When you're starting a fresh regimen, mark your milestones, 3 days, 7 days, 14 days. And just like a garden, you need to give yourself a chance to grow, a chance to adjust. You don't plant seeds and then the next day you go out to your garden. If they haven't grown, you don't get mad at the garden, right? So don't get mad at yourself. You may notice at first the definite beneficial, the anti-anxiety, the anti-inflammatory, the stress relieving properties, but I'm telling you, over time, there's even more beneficial therapeutic value to this. So it's really a matter of finding the right dosage, starting, and being very diligent with yourself.
Let's get into our products, our pride and joy. Just a little bit of background for you guys. Important to know, we source our CBD distillate from hemp farms in Colorado and North Carolina. We have very personal relationships with these farmers. We have visited these farms, and it is our idea of heaven. We did not want to leave. These farms are involved with their hemp from seed to distillate, testing all the way through, very reputable companies. Our products utilize high quality limited ingredient recipes. All of our recipes are organic, non-GMO, no preservatives in any of our products, and our products are all gluten-free as well. We are, of course, 100% vegan. There are no animal byproducts in any of our CBD products. In all of our products, because we are a full spectrum company, there are those trace amounts of THC within each product, but all of those amounts fall well below the legal limit that is allowed. The legal limit for THC in any of these products is 0.3% by volume. So every single one of our products gets tested very frequently, and all of our products pass for compliance without any issues whatsoever. Of course, we test all of our products after they are made. We use ProVerde Labs up in Massachusetts. They are the largest testing facility on the East Coast. Again, we have a very personal relationship with them. We have sent them more tests than I could freaking count at this point. but we work hand in hand with them to make sure everything is compliant and safe for any of our users to utilize. Hopefully by now everybody has received their CBD care package. Like we mentioned, if you have not, it is definitely on its way. But just to go over the content of that package with everybody so we know exactly what we are utilizing. Within that package, we sent 10 full spectrum CBD capsules. Each singular capsule gives you 30 milligrams of CBD. That oil is placed within a veggie cellulose capsule, which dissolves within your system very gradually. So it gives you longer lasting relief throughout the day. Starting daily dose, we would recommend for this week, because you have 10 capsules, take 1 to 2 capsules per day. Like Connor said, take a mental note about how you're feeling, how everything's reacting to you. We are here if you have any questions. Along with those capsules, we also send a 350 milligram botanical body balm for you to enjoy after all of this fitness and movement we're going to be doing. This balm is really incredible for increasing muscular recovery after your workouts. Feel free to apply this product liberally to any areas of fatigue. It does not work the same way as an ingestible product when it comes to dosing, so do not worry about using too much. Along with that body balm, we also wanted to spoil everybody a little bit and send along one of our 100 milligram all natural lip balms. Guys, this is the best lip balm you're ever gonna lose, so seriously don't let it out of your sight. So 22 minutes later, we hope everybody is feeling a little more educated, a little more confident about using these products. Literally any questions you guys have regarding these products, we are here to put your mind at ease. It's what we live for. Ask us any questions that are on your plate.
Truthfully, we're here, and we thank you guys for getting your nerd on. Thank you for spending this week with us. We'll be releasing some more informational stuff. We're like Essie said, we're here. We are here for you guys. So anything you can imagine, we're around.
We'll see you on the mat, guys.
You.